This is a review of the Ranein tankless water heater. We've had it a couple weeks now out there and it seems to do really good. We only have one bathroom, but we have probably about 10 appliances that runs off of it. No more than probably 2 or 3 at a time. It seems to be holding up pretty well. It gives you a supplied exhaust line. Hooks in, but we had to make it a little longer out there for ours to reach over to ours. You can see over there it actually runs off of a 120 volt, which works pretty good out there, except maybe if during the winter time out there, if you might want a traditional one if you have a lot of power outages. The fittings that go on it are 1/2 inch, but when you buy a pressure relief valve kit, so the only ones I could find were 3/4, so you're gonna have to have reducers. So just have that in mind when you get ready to do it. Also, you can check with your local gas companies if you ever have one installed, like we did. They actually give discounts rates sometimes for going more energy efficient and having the big, like 50-gallon traditional water heater like we had. It's pretty easy to use. I mean, you can go through all of your settings, turn off and on. You can turn up your temperature, how fast you want it, change from Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Which is from, it being out of the ground, but once you turn it on, it heats up really fast. This is what it sounds like. It's not very loud at all. I swear to God, the faucet's more louder than this thing. But yeah, as you can see, it dips back down because that's the water that's coming out of the ground, and then it starts heating it up. And so far, we're at 113. I think I have it maxed. Or not max, but I have it up there at like 122 is the setting for it that it is currently at, but it will and can heat higher than that. 5 kids, and it works. We can take showers, and we can do the dishes, and we can take showers, we can do clothes, we can run the washer. It works perfectly fine for us. We'll have a lot of people in the household, so I don't see why it wouldn't work for you. This one is propane. It is not natural gas. This is the Ranein, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. 4.3, I believe is what it is, but it works. I've had it for about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks installed, so no leaks. Everything's fine.
Hey guys, I'm doing a review on the Ranein Tankless Propane Water Heater. This water heater, I've used other ones in the past for an outdoor showers, things like this, and I added this to a guest cabin recently, and this thing rocks. It really does a great job, and the water heats up super fast, which is really exciting, and it doesn't break the bank. I got this for somewhere around $300, $350, something like that, but you can hear it click on when you turn on the hot water. Instantaneous. You hear that click come on. See how fast that water's heating up? Fantastic. Takes a little bit, but it's there. Within 20 seconds, this water's coming out hot at the tap here. 100. And this water is spring water coming from my well, which is at about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what the water is entering this heater, and now it's at 102, 104. Fantastic.
Hi, I'm Dave Graft, and I wanted to talk to you a minute here about Ranein tankless hot water heaters. My wife and I started using tankless hot water heaters about 6 years ago, and we had we've had several different brands, but one of the easiest ones we've ever worked with is the Ranein one that I'm showing you a picture of here. It's a simple install, and it couldn't be simpler to operate. It's got an on and off button here, a temperature increase, temperature decrease, and Fahrenheit versus centigrade on the temperature, and it's already set up and ready to go. It's one line in, one line out, 110 volts. This one happens to be propane, but you can get them propane or electric, either one. But it is one of the simplest ones we've ever worked with, and it operates perfectly. So keep them in mind. I found it to be very competitive. So keep them in mind if you're looking for one. And I would never go back to a tank-style hot water heater. Thank you for your time. Once again, Dave Grafton out here in Nebraska. Thank you.
Just hooked the gas up, and it was pretty much plug and play. Did have to install an outlet for the ignition. You can really see it. It's behind me. A great unit, and had it about a full month working full time, and it's done great. I would recommend you install some sort of a filter. And you can see there's sort of softener behind there. Keep sediment out of your heater if you're on well water like we are. Great product, definitely recommend it.
This is a review for that heater. So I run the water, like up there, propane tank right there. The heater, pretty good. Don't do that like mine. You're supposed to vent it out. They have the exhaust for it. Turn it on. We have baby right here. We have old people. This is the temperature, whatever you put up and down. You have dishwashers, and you have fruit. This is what I want. This is the temperature that I showering. It's like 95.
It's been working fine. So once you get past the miscommunication, I guess you would call it, with the company, the unit is a good unit.
We put in this tankless hot water heater to replace a 50-gallon hot water heater that was leaking, and it was fairly simple to put in. We used the old venting since it was still in good shape, and all the connections were there. We had one small leaking problem, but once the fixtures were tightened enough, it quit leaking, and it's been great. We've had no problems with hot water, and right now we have 4 people using it. I'd buy it again in a heartbeat.
Alright, this is the water heater installed and we are very satisfied with it. We used it for an in-law suite and a rainfall shower with a pretty high flow. It gets nice and hot. And then we also have it hooked up to a kitchen sink here. It's yeah, burning lava hot.
This is a great tankless water heater. I've had great experience with it. Installation was not difficult. And as you can see, it saves a lot of space compared to a tanked water heater. It heats up my water quickly and efficiently for at least 3 faucets. I enjoy this tankless water heater made by Ranein. Thank you very much.
It works. After our regular conventional water heater took a dump and we couldn't get it replaced here in California, we ordered this from Amazon, and what a great product. I wish we would have known about this sooner. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Thank you.
So I'm down in my basement, and this is our new tankless water heater. It was so easy to install, and it's so nice having hot water on demand. Our shower heats up very quickly, as does our sink faucets. And I highly recommend it. It was a great price and worth every penny.
Can change the temperature, all that. Here it is heating up the shower right now. Comes with that.
Hey, I got this Ranein water heater, a tankless water heater, and it's been working perfectly. Really easy installation. Replaced a tank with the tankless, and I have not had anything but hot water. So great product, easy installation, nice and simple and straightforward. So you have no reason not to trust this product.
Our biggest issue with the Ranein heater was just getting the fittings from this huge pipe to the 1/2 inch that comes out, getting the adapters to make it work. And then the vent needs to be properly done, or it will affect whether your hot water heater turns on or not, and how efficient it is, and how much water flow it will have.
This is a video of the unit. This is the inlet and outlet. This is the power. It only shows 75. When I turn the water on, nothing works. It stays there. This is the gas. It's on.
Absolutely love it. Best purchase ever.
Hey Mikey, so right here in that little valve right there, see it? It just dripped right there. So I think the unit, I don't know, the unit's leaking. They got a warranty on it, but I think it's leaking. I don't know. All right, bye.
certain